thing. And you said it earlier that the banking system rests upon what they think is a seed of distrust and the need to hold the customer hostage. And that is the only way to ensure payback. In fact, you've shown that gratitude and trust is a totally different kind of seed. Well, this is like a foreign element to most banks and bankers and business people around the world. I understand you have a venture capital division also.
That's right, yes.
What is
I'm saying on the banking side, what I've been saying, that the existing conventional banks are very restrictive. It works only at the higher end of the society. It doesn't come down below. And if you look in a global way, I can safely say of the 6 billion people who inhabit this planet, half of them, 3 billion people at least, have no access to financial services. They simply do not qualify to take bank loans.
They don't have a credit report?
They don't have a credit report. They don't have the collateral. They can't walk in and ask for a loan. All the things the bank will ask for, they don't have them. And the bank is not interested in those people. So this is a very bad situation. I'm saying that the credit should be accepted as a human right. So it's not a question of whether bank is willing or unwilling. We have to create institutions and so that everybody have access to credit, because that's where one's earning life begins. If I have the money, I can catch money. If I don't have money, I don't catch any money. So I become a slave labor. I work for somebody else and use my body to earn money or use my brain to earn money as a salary. I cannot do it on my own. I cannot create self-employment. So this is a very restrictive situation. So we can get out of it. That's what we have demonstrated. We can do it very safely, very soundly. And Grameen Bank is a very financially sound organization.
We need you all over America. If you've been observing what's going on here, there are less and less jobs available. Affordable housing is getting to be like runaway inflation. The whole concept of the American dream is a thing of the past. I mean, in some ways, there is a thing called the American dream, but as we know and understand it here, the accessibility of it is becoming more and more and more remote.
Absolutely,
What is your venture capital division doing? What are you...
Venture capital is, we got interested in besides banking, in many other issues related to poverty, because credit helps people that we know. They can start their little businesses with the money, the loan they get from the bank. But there are bigger picture also. There are big things. So one of the things which has struck us is the power of information technology. We wanted to connect the poor people with information technology. And we got an opportunity and we got involved with it to create a mobile phone company or a cell phone company. So we created a company called Grameen Phone, a cell phone company, about 6 years back. Today is the largest cell phone company in the country. Our idea is to bring these cell phones all over Bangladesh in the rural areas, because Bangladesh didn't have too many cell phones. We were a very low-density telephone system. So we wanted to widen that, go to every village, and then give the Grameen women, the borrower, the poor women, the loan to buy a cell phone and start selling the service of the cell phone in the village. The village doesn't have a phone at all, any kind of phone. So she started selling the phone service and immediately makes money. Today, all over Bangladesh, in every village, there are telephone ladies from Grameen Bank who sells the telephone service. You can pick up the phone and call anybody anywhere in the world, and she becomes the beneficiary of the telecommunication system because she earns a lot of money from that. So we got very excited about opportunities in communications and so on. So we created other companies like Grameen Software, like Grameen Information Technology Park, Grameen Communications, and so on. Our idea is all these big companies that we are creating, ultimate owners of these companies will be the borrowers of Grameen Bank. To create those initiatives, new ideas, we created a venture capital called Social Venture Capital Fund. From the social venture capital fund, we are providing the initial money, and we are asking others to become shareholders in this company, so that these companies become profitable company, and then selling the shares to the Grameen borrowers. So the Grameen borrower, the poor woman, will have two sources of income. One, her immediate business, which she runs and makes money, and then she will be holding shares of other companies. She already has shares of Grameen Bank. She owns Grameen Bank. Then she will have shares of Grameen Phone. She will have shares of Grameen Software, and she will have shares of any other companies that we have created. So that's the venture capital purpose.
Along with that, we create... Dr. Yunus, you've actually set up a self-replicating process,
Absolutely,
a self-replicating, not just mechanism, but a self-replicating organism in which things that touch Grameen grow, they develop, they flourish, they impact everybody, and something out of that grows, and something out of that grows, and something out of that grows. That in and of itself, in terms of its architecture, if that alone were replicated, you could do things with poverty elimination not unlike what you're already doing at an exponentiated level all over the world.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. That's what we are looking forward to. And I keep saying that we can create a poverty-free world, a world where there will not be a single person who will suffer from misery. And I keep saying that the human beings and poverty do not go together, because human beings are much more powerful, much more endowed to suffer from the misery of poverty. Nobody should be scrounging around for food. That's the job of the animals. Human beings are much more superior than the animals. That's why we are a different kind of a species. We are created to contribute rather than just worry about our own food and our existence.
You know, you and I live in a world, though, that the main frame of reference that people walk around with, like the air they breathe, is that people come from, that there is not enough money to go around in the world, when there is so much money that the money that's available could feed everybody all over the world and give them jobs.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. This is a mistruth. It's part of misinformation that so many people don't even know that they walk around thinking this and operating from this frame of reference. But it's actually a mistruth. There's more money to go around all over the world, feed everybody, and provide jobs. That's the first frame of reference, I think, that has to go.
Absolutely. Think of it this way, what you said. If I said that half the population of the world do not have access to financial services, suppose they have that services, and they use this money to create their own income, and what happens? Their extra income that they have made will go into buying things. They will buy shoes, their shirts, and they will buy the televisions, they'll buy the refrigerators. And imagine how booming the business of each one of the items will be, because you are now doubling your sales on every single item. In many countries, your sale of those things will be 10 times, 20 times as much, because everybody has the buying power. If people don't have buying power, economy doesn't grow. So you have to create that buying power. It's a business. It's not something that you throw in as a charity. Charity is a very limited thing. You cannot bring it back again. You are not creating the return flow. But in a business, you create a return flow, and that continues to expand the economy.
A lot of people would say that your work, even though you've explained it very carefully, really is just about the poor. And though almost huge portion of it is also about creating a whole new generation of opportunities, businesses, jobs, opening up the whole universe of jobs and businesses and opportunities that can't otherwise be opened up. And it's not just, you are not in the business of charity per se. You're in the business of establishing sustainable businesses and industries and sustainable people that would not otherwise have the opportunity. It's different.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's very different. As a matter of fact, not only I'm not in the business of charity, I'm opposed to charity. I'm saying that Charity, if you push it too much, it does harm to the poor people rather than do good. Because charity is a one